song to sing, each boy and girl. This is our world. I say our, you say world. Our, world, our, world. I say boy, you say girl. Boy, girl, boy, girl. I say everybody move. When I say everybody stop, everybody stop. This is our world. Everybody's got a song to sing, each boy and girl. This is our world.
Hi, Hugo.
Hi, Anna. Anna, what are you wearing?
Well, today we're going to talk about sports, aren't we?
Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about extreme sports.
It's always good to be prepared.
Well, I see you're wearing all the right things.
It's better to be safe than sorry, that's what I always say.
You're absolutely right. Today, we'll talk about some exciting sports you might not know about.
We'll hear a song about extreme sports.
We'll meet a National Geographic explorer.
And I'll read a story about an amazing athlete.
That all sounds really good. Let's get started. Let's learn some words about athletes and extreme sports. Being an athlete is extremely hard work, but it can be very exciting. This athlete is skiing. This person is hang gliding.
You can't be scared of heights if you decide to go hang gliding.
Some people prefer to play and compete on water, like this. She's kite surfing.
You've probably seen people surfing before, and you've probably seen people flying kites before. A kite surfer stands on a board and uses a kite to catch the wind and move across the surface of the water.
That's amazing! Now, just look at these people. They're motocross athletes.
Motocross is a sport in which people ride motorcycles around a dirt racetrack. It's a lot of fun, but it can also be dangerous.
Lots of sports can be dangerous. If things go wrong, there might be an accident.
An accident is a mistake. Accidents can happen to anyone. No one enjoys accidents or plans to have one.
That's right. One type of accident is a crash. Look at this motocross crash.
A crash is not a good thing.
No, it isn't. Any kind of accident, but especially a crash, can result in an injury.
An injury is when a person gets hurt. It might be a broken bone or a torn muscle or something more serious. Because they're serious about their sports, lots of athletes train hard and risk a lot of injuries.
Well, that was exciting. Let's review some of the words now. True or false? Motocross athletes ride bicycles.
False. Motocross athletes ride motorcycles.
There are many different winter sports. This winter sport is called...
This winter sport is called skiing. Did you know that the world speed record for downhill skiing is 251 kilometers per hour?
Sometimes accidents happen and people get hurt. This person fell and has now got an...
This person fell and has now got an injury.
What's happened to these motocross riders?
It looks like they've had an accident. There's been a crash.
What's this person doing? Is he skiing, kite surfing, or hang gliding?
He's hang gliding.
Unscramble this word.
Accident. That skier has had an accident.
What's she doing? Is she skiing, kite surfing, or hang gliding?
She's kite surfing. Ready for some more words?
Of course I am.
Great. Strength. Athletes have usually got a lot of strength. That's really impressive. As well as having strength, athletes also need to be skillful.
Skill is the ability to do something well. Successful athletes are very skillful.
Speaking of skills, have a look at this skier. She's doing a somersault.
You have to have tremendous skill to do a somersault on skis.
Or to land after a jump. Look at that. This skier was able to land after a very difficult jump. Lots of athletes measure how skillful they are by how high or far they go. In pole vaulting, height is very important.
Height refers to how high something is. A pole vaulter needs to gain or get height in order to complete a jump.
Another way to measure an athlete's success is length. A long jumper tries to jump as far as possible. The length of the jump is important.
Height is measured up and down, but length is measured from one point to the other along the ground.
Strength and skill aren't the only things an athlete needs. Athletes often need a lot of different equipment too.
Oh, that's quite true. There's all kinds of different equipment, such as shoes, poles, balls, and protective clothing. The list goes on and on.
We've learned a lot of interesting words. Let's review them now. Like all great athletes, she's very at her sport. Like all great athletes, she's very skillful at her sport. What's one thing this athlete really needs in order to succeed? Does he need strength, a kite, or height?
That looks really heavy. He definitely needs a lot of strength.
You have to reach a certain to succeed in this sport. You have to reach a certain height to succeed in this sport. True or false? This skier was able to land after a jump.
True. This skier was able to land after a jump.
Athletes need strength, skill, and to play sports. Athletes need strength, skill, and equipment to play sports.
Skis, poles, shoes, bats, and nets are all examples of equipment.
What is this person doing?
He's upside down. He's doing a somersault.
What is this long jumper trying to gain? Is it height, length, or equipment?
He needs to jump as far as possible, so length is the most important thing for him. Did you know that the Olympic record for men's long jump is 8.9 meters? Let's take a closer look at some of the equipment that athletes use to stay safe and to avoid injury if they have an accident. This is a helmet.
The most important thing to do while doing many sports is to protect your head. A helmet does just that. Everyone who rides a bicycle or motorcycle should wear a helmet.
There are other body parts we should protect too, such as our knees. This skateboarder is wearing knee pads. And these are elbow pads. This is a life jacket. A life jacket can help protect you if you have an accident and fall into the water. There's even equipment that we don't wear, but that still helps keep us safe. Brakes are very important on bicycles and motorcycles. Well, that's all really interesting, and those are all the words for today. Let's review them now. What's he wearing on his head?
It's a helmet. He's wearing a helmet on his head.
True or false? Elbow pads help to protect your head.
False. Elbow pads help to protect your elbows.
Unscramble this word. Brakes. This person is wearing on his legs. This person is wearing knee pads on his legs. What is this person wearing to stay safe on water?
She's wearing a life jacket. She's staying safe.
I love sports. I've been doing sports since I was a child. At first, I played sports like football and tennis. Tennis has been popular in my family for many years. But I wanted to try something different, so I tried skiing and snowboarding. I've enjoyed snowboarding for a couple of years. I also do motocross. I've been doing motocross since last summer. And I skydive. I jump out of aeroplanes. Oops! I haven't been this embarrassed for a long time. Has anyone got a towel?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Terrific Talk Show. On today's show, we'll talk to an Olympic athlete. He's very fast. Please give a big welcome to Speedy McSpeedy.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
Tell me, Speedy, just how fast are you?
Well, it's hard to say. I think I'm extremely fast. My coach thinks I'm incredibly fast.
Wow, that was so fast I didn't even see you. Amazing, Speedy, amazing.
I know.
Speedy, tell us what you like doing in your spare time.
I think reading is utterly brilliant. I like speed reading.
Of course you do. Well, thanks again, Speedy, for joining us today. That's about all we've got time for. I had an unbelievably good time.
Oh, thank you. I had a great time, too. See you.
A kite surfer surfs the waves. A kite surfer moves with the wind. I've kite surfed in my dreams ever since I was young. Extreme sports, flying high in the air. Other sports don't compare. Extreme sports, look around. They're everywhere. Really exciting sports. Ski or somersault skillfully, incredibly high over the snow. I've skied in my dreams ever since I was young. Extreme sports, flying high in the air. Other sports don't compare. Extreme sports, look around. They're everywhere. Really exciting sports. Motocross and hang gliding are incredibly fun. I've dreamt of doing both ever since I was young. Extreme sports, flying high in the air. Other sports don't compare. Extreme sports, look around. They're everywhere. Really exciting sports.
Hello, Hugo.
Hi, Anna. What are you up to?
Would you like to watch video clips of some of my favourite extreme sports?
Would I? Of course. Lights, camera,
And action!
skiing. Skiing is a beautiful, exciting sport. I really like going skiing.
I'd like to try skiing, but I've never done it. I went to the mountains, but I was a bit too scared to actually go skiing.
I see what you mean. Wow! That guy just did a somersault. You need a lot of strength to do that.
I know. That's why I didn't try skiing. I didn't want to risk an injury either.
Good idea. Stay safe. What other extreme sports can we see?
Let's go to the beach and find out. Look at those kite surfers. Aren't they incredible?
Definitely! That all looks like such fun. I think I might like to try one of those sports on my next holiday.
Something like this, maybe. Would you like to try hang gliding?
Wow, that looks spectacular. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready for hang gliding.
Well, take plenty of pictures if you do try it.
I will. Would you like to try an extreme sport? Now let's meet Michael Fay, National Geographic Explorer in Residence and conservationist.
I'm Mike Fay. I'm a conservationist and I'm a National Geographic Explorer. I've been a conservationist my entire life, and I've spent most of that time protecting lands or protecting species. But with 7 billion people on the planet, things are changing very rapidly. And so, as a naturalist, as someone who loves nature and who loves all this abundance that we see, I couldn't not be a conservationist.
Are you ready for a story? This story is called Young Cú Chulainn, Athlete and Future Warrior. It's based on an Irish folk tale. Long ago, the people of Ireland had a great hero called Cú Chulainn. Cú Chulainn was the son of a god and a human woman. He was the strongest warrior in the world. When he was just 17, Cú Chulainn defeated whole armies all by himself. He rode in a great chariot, and when he fought, he became like a wild animal. This is the story of how young Cú Chulainn's life as a warrior hero began. When Cú Chulainn was little, he had another name. His name was Setanta. Setanta was not a great warrior yet, but he was a very talented athlete. He practiced a sport called hurling, which at the time was the greatest in Ireland. Hurling is played between two teams on a large field. The only equipment is a wooden stick called a hurley. The players try to hit a hard ball into the other team's goal. Hurling is an extremely difficult game, and Setanta was an incredibly skillful hurler, even as a little boy. When Setanta was just 8, he practiced with his hurley in the fields around his home. He ran like a wild horse. He jumped like a great lion. He had the strength of 20 men. Setanta is so strong and fearless, said his mother. Someday he will be a great warrior. And she was right. One day, Setanta received a special message that changed his life forever. One morning, while Setanta was running through the fields, a large bird flew down from the sky. Setanta, said the magic bird, someday you will be Ireland's greatest warrior hero. That is your destiny. The little boy listened carefully to the bird's message. But a warrior must have many skills, Setanta said. I only know how to play hurling. All great Irish warriors start by learning the sport of hurling, said the bird. Then they learn other skills. You can learn those skills too. The king has got a school for young warriors. Go to that school, join the boys there and learn to be a warrior. Setanta ran to his house. He put his clothes in a bag and picked up his hurley and ball. Where are you going? Asked his mother. To the king's school, he said. It is my destiny to be Ireland's greatest warrior hero. But you are too young to be with those boys, said his mother. They are bigger and older than you. But Setanta was sure of his destiny. He wanted to start learning warrior skills now. He hugged his mother, said goodbye, and ran out the door. It only took Setanta a day to run 100 miles to the king's school. When he got near the school, he heard lots of boys playing in the field. They were playing hurling. The boys were older and bigger than Setanta, but he wasn't scared. As soon as he reached the fields, he took his hurley and ran into the game. He didn't even ask for permission to join the boys. The older boys all looked on in amazement at young Setanta as he took the hurling ball from the biggest boy. Setanta caught the ball, ran across the whole field and scored a goal. "Who is this little child?" asked one of the players. "We didn't say he could play with us," another boy said. The boys all gathered round Setanta. They were angry and they wanted to teach the little one a lesson. The biggest boy walked up to Setanta and challenged him to a wrestling match. The little hero grabbed the big boy by the arm and threw him over his shoulder. The big boy landed with a thud. Now the other boys wanted to wrestle Setanta too. "Here we come!" they shouted, and they all jumped on Setanta. But Setanta was too strong and quick for the older boys. He started to throw them over his head. They landed on the ground all around him. Soon, each of the older boys had a different injury from trying to wrestle the little hero. "He's too strong," one boy said. "We can't beat him," cried another. "This is amazing," shouted a third boy. "How can someone so small be so strong?" When all the boys were lying on the ground and only Setanta was still standing, the older boys gave up. "You win," they shouted. "We can't beat you." One of the leaders of the king's army was watching the wrestling match. He ran to tell the king about Setanta. "There is a future warrior hero here," cried the man. "He is just a little boy, but he is as fierce as a lion and as strong as 20 men. The king went to the field. When he got there, he saw Setanta playing with the other boys. Setanta was lifting 2 boys over his head in one go. The king asked Setanta to join his school, and the other boys were glad to have Setanta with them. Very soon, Setanta was the school's most skilled warrior. Before long, an important man and friend of the king arrived. This man asked Setanta to be his guard. This man's name was Kulan. Kulan gave Setanta a new name, Cuchulainn. This means Kulan's hound. Kulan gave Setanta this name because he knew Setanta would protect him like a fierce guard dog. From that time on, Cuchulainn protected Kulan and all the Irish people. The words the great bird had spoken came true. Cuchulainn became the greatest warrior hero of Ireland. The end.
What an exciting day!
Yes, it was. Extreme sports are extremely exciting.
That's true, but I think I'll stick to watching extreme sports. It's much safer.
Not me. I'm on my way to go hang gliding or maybe do some motocross. I'll think about it. See you next time.
See you next time. And we'll see you next time too. Bye!